Beauty is defined as a combination of qualities, such as shape, color, or form, that please the aesthetic senses. A combination that encourages an emotion or sensation rather than intellectual thought. Such combinations make up objects that include sunsets, landscapes, humans, or works of art. Something that is beautiful is something that you want to look at or experience, like the singer that was featured at a school event during my first semester of college. One of my friends reflected that he wished he had paid better attention because after the event, he could only remember what the singer's voice sounded like. He said, "Maybe that's what God's showing me about beauty. You have to enjoy it while it lasts. Then you'll just have memories of it." In Ephesians, we learn that the days are evil. They pass quickly. And Isaiah says that all flesh is grass, and all its beauty is like the flower of the field. This world and everything in it is temporal and will one day pass away. Ecclesiastes 7 says that it is better to go to a funeral than to a party because funerals remind us of the reality that we're all going to die. While this might not be a reality that we'd want to think about or dwell on much, Psalm 90:12 says that learning how to number our days helps us to gain a heart of wisdom. As Nathan Scott from the show One Tree Hill says, "It's the oldest story in the world. One day you're 17 and planning for someday, and then quietly, without you ever really noticing, someday is today, and that someday is yesterday, and this is your life." This is also the nature of families, as a dying Enoch tells his friends in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. People come, so we celebrate, and people leave us, so we grieve. We do what we can with the time in between, but the process is always the same. And it was this state that led Homer to write in the Iliad, "Everything is more beautiful because we are doomed. You will never be lovelier than you are now. We will never be here again." There is beauty in brevity. As Monica Schulman, a contributor to the Huffington Post, wrote, "A wave will never crash against the shore in the same way. My kids will only have one birthday celebration a year, and the light might never touch a person's face like that again." It is the responsibility of artists, photographers, painters, videographers, and others to capture this momentary and fleeting beauty. For the rest of us, to go back to what my friend said, we have to enjoy it while it lasts, because the thing about beauty is we're not promised tomorrow. It is not common to think that the last time is the last time while we're in the moment. It's our tendency to think that there will be more, to think we have forever, but the truth is, we don't. In the blink of an eye, everything can change. Sometimes there is no second chance, no next time, no time out. Sometimes it's now or never. So what are you going to do with the time you have? Ecclesiastes 5:18 says, "Behold, what I have seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment in all the toil with which one toils under the sun the few days of his life that God has given him, for this is his lot." From that verse and other principles scattered throughout Scripture, I have 4 suggestions. Number 1, learn from your mistakes. Life is too short for you to be angry with yourself for being human. Ephesians 5:15-16 says, "Look then carefully how you walk, not as the unwise, but as the wise, making the best use of time, because the days are evil." Number 2, laugh, long and hard, until there is a stitch in your side and tears on your face. In the end, the best portion of your life will be the small, nameless moments you spent laughing with someone who means something to you. Number 3, dance. While you still have the health, in a parking lot or in a restaurant dining room. Life is too short to be fearful about what others may think. In a Star Wars novel about Leia, Bail Organa tells her daughter, "We won't always have the chance to dance with the ones we love. So dance now." And finally, number 4, love, be kind, forgive often. As Anita Krasine said, you don't have to move mountains. Simply fall in love with life. Be a tornado of happiness, gratitude, and acceptance. You will change the world just by being a warm, kind-hearted human being. And never throw away a chance to say I love you to the people you care about. You may never get that chance again. Ecclesiastes 8:15 says, "I commend joy, for man has nothing better under the sun but to eat and drink and be joyful, for this will go with him in his toil through the days of his life that God has given him under the sun." So savor every drop, feel everything deeply, and live each moment to the fullest. Then, in the words of Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.